Hello guys, good morning once again. Far away from Nigeria, I'm here once again for a hatchery process at present. I've been here since the day before yesterday, but yesterday fully I arrived, my flight arrived day before yesterday. But yesterday fully I'm doing a lot of sanitation, sterilization and cleansing some of the materials I'll be using for the hatchery process here. This is very early in the morning. It's around 5:40 a.m. in the morning. And you know, as an usher, this is the time that you have the energy, tenacity to do the job most. So in here, what we have here, we have our incubator. This incubator is a circulatory incubator for catfish hatchery, and this is meant for purely catfish. This is for purely catfish, and in here we have another one which is meant for catfish and tilapia. How can you differentiate both machines? The Harris machine are highly differentiate by their tubes. These tubes here, that is where you can put your eggs for tilapia, for hatchery, for incubating. Why? Simply because this is where the oxygen force really take place. You'll be seeing this when I finish with the hatchery process. So this is purely for catfish and tilapia, and this is purely for catfish farming. So, and here we have the counting machine. So this is what we'll be displaying today. But what I'm doing presently is that I am trying to get the balls sterilized too as well. Since yesterday, I've been sterilizing the manual pond. So I'm trying to get the balls highly sterilized for the spawning process. So the balls in the chamber, that means the sedimentary chambers, this is where the balls are. As you can see them, let me put some light here. As you can see, these are the balls, and this is what you see me doing here. So we are trying to cleanse, to sterilize the balls to make sure that it's well sterilized. Again, in here is where the biology filtrating balls are. You can see this is for this pond. So this chamber comprises of the filtrating system, for the mesh filtrating system, the balls filtrating system, and now simply goes to the chamber where it will be pumped for the hatchery process. So this is what I'll be doing this morning. Throughout yesterday, I've been sterilizing the manual ponds where the hatchery process will be taking place. And what are we using? We are using the chlorine. We are definitely using the chlorine for the sterilizations of the pod. And note, there's no only chlorine. You can also use what they call the salt. This is the sea salt. So we're using the sea salt, and we'll be using the chlorine too as well. So I'll be taking you through how it unveils today. Because throughout yesterday, I'm definitely very, very busy. I couldn't make any video, but this time around, I will be taking you through how it goes. So after sterilizing, cleaning, I will now put this machine for work for at least 7 to 8 hours before the usage. So I need to perfect the temperature. That means the temperature control, which is this. That's why you use knowing the temperature, setting the temperature of the hatchery process. So this machine is really made for hatchery. So that means there's no amount of temperature you can get, either too hot or either too cold. This machine will perfect it. It will neutralize it, it will make it normal. And we also have what we call the UV light. This is the UV light. We also have good light. This is the UV light. So we also have what we call the UV light. What is the work for the UV light? The work for the UV light is to make sure that there's no kind of bacteria in the water that will not be taken care. And again, how can you know if there's bacteria or not? It's simple. So that is why it's advisable for you as a hatcher to get normal test kit. You see, sometimes if I glamour on these things, or I normally I ask people to have it, it's like if they are forcing them. But this is what we use and we put to place, and we are using it to get results by God's grace. All glory be to the Lord. So we are using it by God's grace to have results. So these are what you need to have. So in here I have a whole lot of test kits available for my testing. So in here I have the tester for the bacteria load in the water. So I will have to test the bacterial load from the water, and again when the UV light is in shape, I will make sure that I tested if the bacterial load of the water have also disappeared. So I'll be showing you all this. You still need more time because I'm still going to do testing of the water, purification of the water, controlling of the water. So this is what I'm not going to do. I'm going to sterilize the incubator. I will sterilize everything. I told you yesterday I'm doing piping. This is the piping we are laying for our in case you want to diffuse the water from the incubator. So this is where the pipes will go. So you can see this. We cleaned all this yesterday. We sterilized it with the chlorine, and we made sure that we tested if the chlorine is still inside or not, so that we can start actually. But after we have dechlorinated it, after we have noticed that the chlorine have evaporated, and how do you know if your chlorine is evaporated? Simply, you don't need to wait for time to get it. You will still need another test kit to check if the chlorine is either there or not. In here I have the test kit here. This is the test kit that I will use in checking if there is still chlorine inside or not. Yeah, in here I have a kit for the bacteria. Yeah, you see, I'm looking for it. Yeah, this is the kit to check for the bacteria. So to know if the bacterial load of the water is still there or not. So you can see if the bacterial load is there, the level of the bacteria, it will be showing yellowish. You can see from here. Let me just zoom it. You can see this is when you have bacteria, and this is when it is free from bacteria. So that is how you know. So how can you get it? After the water has passed through the UV light, I will again test the bacterial load. Before it goes to the UV light, I will test the bacteria. After it passes through the UV light, I will test the bacterial load if it is well corrected before the hatching process will go. And I told you this is the tester for the chlorine that we use in testing for chlorine. Again, we have a tester here that controls the 16-in-1, which takes care of the nitrate, the nitrite, the phosphorus, the iron, the lead, the mercury, the MPS, lot of the sulfate, the alkaline, the lead, the copper. These are the test kit, the 16-in-1 that is taking care of that. So I'm going to use these two as well. You can see it's loaded. So we are exploring and making sure that we evangelized catfish farming throughout the world. So I'm not in Nigeria presently. I'm somewhere far from Nigeria, and we will be experimenting it. I will be showing you again how it goes. Thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing to our YouTube page, and thank you for liking and sharing. Thank you, and God bless you.